Allow Nigerians to protest. Even your supporters are hungry. Atiku tells Tinubu. But that is the truth. But the irony of the thing is that even the so-called hungry supporters of Tinubu are the ones coming to the public to defend him. After defending him in the public, they will go back into their privacies, into their rooms and houses and start crying. Hunger will start dealing with them. Okay, so let's hear what what Atiku has more to tell Tinubu here. Ex-Vice President Atiku Abubakar has said Nigerians should be allowed to protest, warning against suppressing the planned August nationwide protest. Atiku stated this against the reported arrest of some promoters of the planned August protest that aims to call the government's attention to the hardship in the country. Two of such Nigerians, including a young man advertising merchandise meant for the protest online, were arrested a few days ago due to public disapproval. Other Nigerians who have been galvanizing protesters to take to the street in August to demonstrate against what they termed bad governance, which they said has caused hardship in the country, have continued to oppose warnings from the presidency and the police against hitting the street. Atiku, while stopping short of overtly endorsing the planned August nationwide protest, affirmed in a statement issued on Tuesday the constitutional right of Nigerians to protest and associate, saying any attempt to stifle such a clearly stated section of the law is an invitation to anarchy. Okay, so Atiku said the same Bola Tinubu, who is today's president, was part of the 2012 protest, but unfortunately is moving against the protest since he heads the government. For the avoidance of that, the rights of citizens to protest are enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution and affirmed by our courts, Atiku said. So he specifically pointed to Section 40 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, which he said unequivocally guarantees the right to peaceful assembly and association. So he emphasized that chasing shadows and contriving purported persons behind the planned protest is an exercise in futility when it is obvious that Nigerians, including supporters of Tinubu and the ruling APC, are caught up in the hunger, anger, and hopelessness brought about by the incompetence and cluelessness of this government. I am telling you, initially we thought Buhari's government was most clueless and most incompetent. But what we have seen in this particular government now has outperformed Buhari's government in incompetency and cluelessness. Now, wow. So Atiku added, it is deeply ironic that those who now seek to stifle these rights were themselves leading protests in 2012. It's 2012, 2013, and 2014. So a responsible government, he said, must ensure a safe and secure environment for citizens to exercise their constitutional guaranteed right to peaceful protest. So any attempt, he warned, to suppress these rights is not only unconstitutional, but a direct affront to our democracy. Exactly. And again, it's an invitation to anarchy. That is what he's trying to say here. So I think what Atiku said is true. Again, if I compare what Atiku said to what IGP said a right to protest is a right to peaceful protest, not a right to violent protest. And they will not fold their arms and watch violence, watch lives and property destroyed in the name of protest. The only thing we just need to tell them here is that even as the protest is starting, let them ensure that APC does not, I repeat, does not, send their youth supporters, hooligans to the street to go and fight people that are making peaceful protests, because that will lead to violence, and of course that will lead to something else. So APC is good in sending counter thugs to go and counter any protest. So they have to be careful and ensure that they don't do that. Okay. And somebody saying the talkative Ononoga won't hear this one. Madness everywhere. I'm telling you, Onanuga is becoming worse than Lai Mohammed himself and this so-called Olusegun Dada. I'm telling you, I've not even heard Reno Mokri's voice this time around on this protest. I know he wanted to support Atiku to say Peter Obi and IPOB and the Labour Party supporters are the ones masterminding the protest. But right now, it is obviously clear that the Igbos, the IPOB, the Labour Party supporters, obedience, are not the people planning the protest. So they are a kind of flabbergasted, surprised. They don't know what else to do. And someone said, at least Oga should come and lead with all his own people. Can you imagine? This is Nagbadorian trying to talk to Atiku now. Onanoga, Oya, over to you. Talk again now. Mumu, they don't finish now. Desperate Guliani cow Nigerians don't need you as president. Can you imagine? This one is trying to insult Atiku now. But okay, where is Onanoga? That is the question again. So my own will be, where is Onanoga and Shegu Dada? These are the two people now that have issued open threats to Nigerian youth, and they are being noted. That is the truth. So I'm sure what Atiku is saying here is the mind of so many Nigerians with respect to this planned protest. Everybody is ready to come out, and I tell you, the hunger not be second class, not first class. People cannot eat 2 times a day. People cannot pay transport. Bread, my God. Food inflation is the worst of its kind in the history of Nigeria at this moment. Food inflation. Go and look at the price of gari, price of tomatoes, price of pepper, price of ordinary groundnut to take soak the gari. For a country where they are now selling bread at over 1,000 naira per loaf. Oh my God. Bread that used to be 100, 150, 200 at max is now over 1,000 naira a loaf. That is how bad it is. They are not selling cooking gas in 1 kg. There are one, just carry your bottle to that place. They will sell 1 kg, 2 kg rationing gas now, because nobody can buy full gas of almost 18 to 20,000 naira for 12.5 kg. That's how bad it is. People are not even able to use gas. People are not able to drive their cars. People are not able to do anything again because of this government. Not to talk of exchange rate. Some people that have their children in good schools cannot afford it. Not to talk of, it's just terribly very bad. Exchange rate, petrol, cost of food, is just very bad everywhere. Very, very bad. I don't know how to qualify it. So right now that protest is ready, I just hope that people will do it in a peaceful manner anyway and make it most effective. That is it. Make it most effective. What is it that is providing enablement to these politicians to do what they are doing? Take those things out. That is it. Whatever that is making them very comfortable to think that they have arrived and they can do anything because they are in government, take those privileges out if possible so that they will reset. So that they will reset. That is the best thing that has to be done right now. That's the best thing that has to be done right now. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.